guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a full face of Shop Miss A. Everything in today's video will be $1, which is so exciting. I love an affordable moment. I've never tried anything from Shop Miss A, so this is going to be like a first for me and maybe possibly for you too. So I got a bunch of stuff, and I think I only have like one thing that isn't like their brand. I think the name of the brand is AOA. Everything is basically $1 on their website. Like you can get like bundles that are more money, but everything in today's video will be $1. So I got a ton of makeup. I also got some like stuff just to try out for myself. I got 3 brushes which feel really nice and look really nice. I got like these 2, which is like a flat edge, and like this one's like to cut my crease, and then I got like this big brush for like bronzer or something like that. I also got like this brush little holder, which is really nice. That's what it looks like inside, just to put all your brushes in. Love that. I bought like little scissors to cut lashes, which I don't know if it's necessary. I also got like these tweezers, which are for like lashes, which are really cool. So both of these are for lashes, and I got them there. Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm interested to see how this is gonna go. It could either be great or it could be terrible. Dollar makeup is kind of like that, but the packaging and the way everything looks is really, really nice. Like, it reminds me of like Maybelline or L'Oreal, which definitely are, most of their products are not like in the dollar range. So the packaging is really nice, and I think it's great that an e-commerce brand is doing something like this where everything is $1. It's really, really nice. I appreciate that. Before we jump in today, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Also hit the bell so you're notified when I upload. I upload every Monday and Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern time, so look out for those. And I think that's it, so let's jump in. So my hair is up. That means we can start this video. That's always the sign when I begin and when I end. At the ending, I put my hair down. At the beginning, I always put it up because it's like so much and it's really annoying. So I'm gonna go in with this primer from AOA Studio. That's the name of pretty much all of these products. This is the AOA Studio Wonder Skin Perfecting Blur Primer. It almost looks like it has like gold flecks. It's almost like a gel primer, like dimethicone-y kind of a thing. So it almost feels like water on my hands. It doesn't feel like a gel. So it did leave like gold flecks on my skin, which I don't love that because I don't like glitter on my skin, especially when like it doesn't make sense. Like it's a blur primer, it's not like an illuminating primer. So that's weird. Next product I'm going to use is the AOA Perfect BB Cream Skin Perfecting Color and Correcting. So the package looks like. This one is going to be very similar, I think, to the BB cream from Profusion. So they did have foundations on their site, but nothing from AOA, I don't think. So I did want to go in with like just their brand instead of like going picking from other brands. So before I go in with this, I do have a beauty blender from them. This is the Wonder Blender. It's latex free, high definition, cosmetic sponge, designed for easy applying, blending, blah, blah, blah. That's what the sponge looks like. It does feel really hard, which I'm not a fan of that, but it is a nice shape and the point is really sharp. So I'm gonna go with this and I'll be right back. Okay, so the sponge like tripled in size. It feels pretty good. It's not as soft as I would like it, but it is like really spongy and bouncy. So hopefully this will be good. So I'm just gonna pump some of this onto my palette. I got the shade medium. So I'm just going to take my beauty blender and tap into here. It does seem really thick, which does remind me of the Profusion one. Pretty similar as far as like thickness. So I'm just gonna tap into here. So I just finished my second layer, and it's nice. It's definitely not a full coverage kind of BB cream. I don't know if one exists, but so I just put on my second layer of the BB cream, and it's nice. It definitely has a nice amount of coverage if you are like a no coverage type of person, like you just want to like get and go. Like it's nice. I like a little bit more coverage for myself just because I'm gonna go in with like a full glam today. I really want something that's gonna be a little bit better than this, but it reminds me so much of the Profusion BB cream because it literally smells exactly the same. So I wonder, and like the packaging is the same, so I wonder if like it's the same like brand or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what that means. I just realized that I had a primer spray and I didn't use it. Damn it. Let me spray it. Let me see what it smells like. Oh, I do not like that. Spritzer. Anyway, so the third layer of the foundation got it to where it's really nice. It is looking a little slick at the moment, but I will set my face and that will kind of go away, and then you'll just have like a little bit of that dewiness coming through. But I like it so far. I really like that the color matches me. Medium usually tends to be the best shade for me. So let's go into concealer. I have the AOA Wonder Cover HD Concealer in the shade Natural. I'm just gonna pop this on. Ooh, that smells like chemicals. Oh girl. I'm just gonna start blending this out. This is definitely not easy to blend out. Like, can you see I'm like bouncing this and it's staying like right where it is? So I have to do like swiping motions. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more like right here. I still see my darkness. I think a brush is a lot better than a sponge. Like this does not want to move with the sponge. Like I just put it on, so it's not like it's setting fast. It's just that it doesn't like moving, I guess. So my guess is this is gonna crease hella fast. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this. I have two setting powders here. I have the AOA Studio Perfect Pressed Powder in translucent. This is what it looks like, just really white, and it's very pigmented. That's what that one looks like. And then I have the AOA Studio Perfect Setting Powder in the shade Brightening. I'm just gonna show you the color of it. It's just like a pale kind of banana color. So I'm gonna go with this brush. This is the Ulta Tapered Highlight. It's not really a highlight brush to me, but I do really like this for powder. Ooh, that powder feels nice. I'm gonna go ahead and set the rest of my face with this powder, and I will be right back. So I really like that powder. It blurred my pores and it did a good job of setting my face, and it's not adding like a ton of pigment to my face. It's just bronzer. I had a little bit of an issue. I ordered the LOL face powder in the shade medium dark, and on the website this looked dark enough to bronze my face, but this is like literally my shade. I'm gonna go with the single shadow. This is a pressed shadow in the shade Terra-cotta, so hopefully that will work. The color looks like, I got a bunch of different ones of these, so I think this will be a good shade to contour with since I am out of luck with anything else. So I'm gonna pop this into my Morphe Z palette and then just bronze the face with it. Okay, so that ended up working out, thank the Lord, because otherwise I would have been out of luck. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. I have the AOA Studio Wonder Brow Tinted Brow Pomade. So the packaging looks like, and I got shade dark brown. Ooh, that looks really dark. I'm gonna take an Ulta angled eyeliner brush and tap into here and see what happens. I am so impressed by this brow pomade. This is so nice. It glides on like so nicely, like, and it's really pigmented and it blends out easily. It just, $1 brow pomade. So I'm gonna go clean these brows up with a little bit of that same concealer, and I'll be right back. All right, so I'm gonna go into eye primer. I have two here. I have this one, which is the AOA Studio Perfect Eyeshadow Primer, which is just a really light shade. And then I have like a pot one, which this one is the Amuse one. This is one of the products that is not the AOA brand. I know I had like two. This one is like, looks like that. So I kind of want to do both of them on different eyes. So I think I'm gonna do that just because to give you guys a better idea, like which one is better. So I'm gonna go in with the AOA one on this side, which is the left side. This one feels really greasy, which is the AOA Studio one. It feels super, super greasy, but I think it's gonna set, and then I also am going to set it with some powder, but I'm gonna use the Amuse one on the other eye. I'm gonna go with a little blush and highlighter. So I have the AOA Hush Cream Sheer Blush. Super pretty shade. I think it's gonna be really nice. I'm not going to like go in with a brush. I'm just gonna tap my beauty blender into here really lightly and just kind of tap that onto my skin. I like a cream blush now. Again, it just gives you a really natural glow from within, and it's a little sticky, so I just ended up setting it with some powder. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face. I have the Zuri Flawless Makeup Setting Mist Matte Finish. Again, this is another product that is not from AOA. Let's see what kind of mist this guy's got. Not the best mist, but it smells good. It does have alcohol in it. Alcohol is gonna make the makeup like literally stay on forever, so I'm okay with that for right now. It's not my favorite. The Milani Stay Put Setting Spray, which is right here. This one has alcohol in it, so it's not like it's not common in setting spray. So I'm just gonna spray my face really quick. Yeah, I like that mister. That's nice. I have like literally one spray gets your entire face, which is super nice. So I'm just gonna tap that in. All right, cool. So I am using the AOA Studio Power Light, which is a loose highlighting powder. So that's what the highlighter powder looks like. Really gorgeous, pretty. It's right here. If you can't see it, I'm sorry. Going with this BH Cosmetics brush. Oh, the shade of this is Nebula. I'm just gonna pound this on. Oh, okay. Oh my god, that is insane. Okay, that's like really wet looking. Let's go into eyes. So I ended up buying 4 single shadows. You can get like a Z palette with like the single shadows in it. I didn't go that way just because I have a Z palette, like a huge one from Morphe. That's what it looks like. So I got the shade Limit, which is such a pretty like mustardy yellow. Then Adorbs, which is like a pretty transition shade. And then I got the shade Jungle, which I might not use today, but it's so pretty. I just popped them all into the Z palette with the shade Terracotta that I used to bronze with, and all of them are right here. I have Morphe ones up here, so that's what that looks like. And I also got this velour eyeshadow from AOA, which in the shade Bonita, which it's almost like a cream, I guess. That's what that one looks like. I thought it was a shimmer when I bought it, but it's not. It's almost like a putty or like a cream, but it's not really showing up on my skin. But I also got this liquid eyeshadow from AOA, which is called Acid, which, oh my god, this looks so freaking pretty. Oh my god, that looks so gorgeous. Swatched. Oh my gosh, gorgeous, gorgeous. They had a bunch of these too, so if this ends up working out, I'm excited. I'm also gonna swatch the 4 single shades that I got. Also, they are magnetized, so they fit right into your palette. So that's what they look like. Not the best swatches I've ever seen in my life, but they have pigment. They're not like really creamy, I would say, but they look nice. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna go into the shade Adorbs, which is just like a nice like pinky terracotta-y transition shade. So I'm gonna take that on a M504, which is just like a flat blender brush. I'm gonna tap into there and just kind of use this as my transition shade. They are a little powdery. Damn, that came off like crazy. Remember that I have the AOA eyeshadow primer on this eye, and then I have the other one on the other eye. So just see if there's a difference or not. Okay, so these shades are definitely pigmented. They blended really easily. They are very powdery, just so you know. But they blended really nicely. I didn't have a problem with that shade at all. I'm confused right now because I don't like the way the AOA Perfect Eyeshadow Primer is like letting my brush go into the skin, but I like the pigmentation of it better than this one, and this one is letting my brush go and very smoothly and not like sticking or anything like that, but it's not like a huge difference. Like, I think it looks really nice on this eye, so anyway. I'm gonna go in with the shade Terracotta that I used to bronze on a M330 and just warm up my crease. Those 2 shadows blended out absolutely beautifully, had no problems. They were super buttery when they blended out, not when I swatched them, which is really weird, but they ended up looking gorgeous, and I really, really like them. Just because I want something for the liquid eyeshadow to go on top of, I'm gonna go in with the shade Limit, which is that yellowy shade, and I'm just gonna pop that all over the lid. It's not gonna be really intense, but I'm just gonna do it so that like you see a little bit of it peeking through. I'm gonna take the M203, which is like a paddle brush. You could just like stop here, go in with a liner and be done. I love an all matte eye, but I am gonna use this guy because I'm so excited to use it. So I'm gonna pop this on. I'm gonna need to go back to buy all of the shades in this because these are gorgeous. There's no fallout at all. Like, that's what I love about shades like this. Like, this doesn't have any glitter on it. It's just straight shimmer, so like you don't get like that glitter under your eye. So I'm gonna go back and order more of these because these are so pigmented. It's drying down really nicely, went on like a dream, and I love the shade of this. Again, this is a shade Acid. They have a ton of these, so I'm gonna definitely go back and get them. I'm gonna go back into the Terracotta shade, which is like the darkest of the shades that I bought, which I'm gonna go back into the Terracotta shade, which is this one that I have in like my crease, and I'm just gonna take that on a BH Cosmetics 7 brush, just like a flat blender, and I'm just gonna pick that up and pop that on the outer corner right over the liquid eyeshadow. Okay, so that really warmed it up and made it look very sultry. I'm gonna go in and highlight my inner corner and my brow bone since I seem to forget to do that all the time. And I'm just gonna use the highlighter, and I'm gonna use just this M213 brush. I'm gonna go with the shade Jungle just because I cannot resist. Absolutely, you can stop now and just go with like the terracotta shade on your bottom lash line, but I really just can't resist using this color. It is so pretty. So this one is the only one that I had a tiny bit of trouble with, like it wasn't popping up unless I like packed my brush and then like went in. I ended up using this Luxie brush. I don't have any mascara, which I forgot to buy, which I probably looked for and they didn't have it. That's probably why I don't have it. So I'm just gonna go in with my Believe Beauty mascara, which I use every single video. It's my favorite mascara. It's also $5, so it's somewhat in the price range. That's the only one that I'm not gonna use. I can't believe I didn't get that. I'm so annoyed at myself. So just a quick note, when I did go to curl my lashes, the like liquid eyeshadow ended up coming up on the back, so I don't love that. I just had to reapply a little bit. It is what it is. So I'm gonna go in with these lashes. These lashes are the AOA Studio Premium Lashes, natural and luxurious, in the style Tori, and they are so intense, which I did not realize that when I bought this, but I think they're gonna be nice, just very intense. I'm just gonna pop these on and I will be right back. Okay, so I feel like I'm gonna fly away with these lashes. These are so intense. Probably the biggest lashes that I've ever used before. I feel like I'm just gonna like fly away. I'm more into a natural lash. My favorite right now is the Kiss Lash Couture in Little Black Dress. That's my favorite right now. These are just like way too long, but I do like the style of them as far as like how the hairs are lined up. That's really pretty, but I don't like they're very spiky. I like that, but I don't like how big they are. And also the lashes are, because they're synthetic, they're just really, really like hard. Like it's just a weird lash. I don't recommend. Buying lashes online is like the hardest thing in the world. Let's go into lips. I don't only have one product for lips. This is the AOA lipstick. It is in the shade Bliss. That's what it looks like, and I'm just gonna swatch it for you. Yeah, really pigmented, gorgeous color. Like that a lot. I'm just gonna pop this on real quick. So I don't think that this lipstick is a matte lipstick, but it does feel like that. So, but I really like the color. It doesn't say on anything that it is a matte or it isn't. So I'm just gonna go in with one more spray of this setting spray that I have. Yeah, I like the mister on that. That like literally does not play around. So my hair is down, which means we're getting to the end of this video. I like how the makeup turned out. It looks so pretty. I'm gonna go through every product that I use and tell you if I will use it again or if I recommend it to you. Let's start with the primer. It really did blur my pores. It did a really good job of doing that. It went on really nicely. I like that it wasn't a gel, that it was more of like a water kind of base. And it has, I did not like the like glitter in it, but I can get past that because it's not like on my skin anymore. I don't see it, but it made my pores blur really nicely, and I will definitely use this again. I absolutely recommend it. I am really wanting to try this primer spray. I'm so upset that it didn't, so I will have to use it at some point, and hopefully it will be nice. Usually primer sprays are for like leaving your skin sticky so that like literally the foundation like sticks to your skin, so I will use that at some other point and hopefully it's good. So next product I'm going to talk about is the BB cream. I will definitely use this again. This is really nice. It looks so pretty on the skin and gave me just enough coverage. You do have to use a lot of it, but I do like the finish of it. It's really pretty, and I will definitely use it again. I think it's really nice. It's also like my perfect shade. It's a little bit darker, but it's really, really nice. The brightening powder, absolutely will use this again. Really like the shade of it. Did a good job of blurring my pores, and it just set my makeup really nicely. The concealer, absolutely not. I don't recommend this. It did not crease, which is shocking, but I think it's because this setting powder is so good. So I definitely recommend this setting powder to you and not this. Wonder Brow Pomade, absolutely recommend this to you. This is such a good product. For the price, it's absolutely amazing. It's just really good. It did a really good job, and my brows are staying put for the hour or so that since I used it. This little blush here, I will use this again for sure. I really like the color of it, and it just makes your cheeks just flushed enough. Pro highlighter, absolutely recommend this to you. Even as like a brow bone and inner corner highlight, it looks so good. This is the face powder. It does look like it has a nice coverage, but I don't really use like foundation powders a lot. I like to use setting powders a little bit more just because it doesn't have like that, doesn't give me that cakiness that like foundation powders have, so I probably won't use this again, maybe when I'm like really tan. This shade is just a little too orange for me. The eyeshadow primers, I probably think that this one is better as far as pigmentation. Like you can see like just a tiny difference, but I'll probably use both of them again. This velour eyeshadow that I got that I didn't end up using, it didn't have enough pigment on my hand, so I'm confused, like, because I would probably just go with my finger to put it on, but it's matte, so I don't know how that works. But I would definitely try it in the future just to see if it actually works or not. This guy, this liquid eyeshadow in the shade Acid, absolutely really like how this turned out. It's super pretty. I will go back and buy more of these. I like the shade of this as well. It's also not like a glitter thing, it's just like a shimmer thing, so I really like this. I think it's really, really, really nice. The single eyeshadows, I can't believe how well they blended out. They look so pigmented, so beautiful on the eye, so I would go back and get more shades just to fill this Z palette up, because I don't have anything in here and it's like way too big to just have like 10 shades, so I need to get some more. The matte single shadows are great and I recommend that you check those out. The setting spray, I don't know if it's like mattifying it because it's still really dewy like in this section. I like the like spritzer on it, and I think that it's gonna make my makeup last a really long time. The lashes, absolutely not. They will be going bye-bye after I take these off, just because I don't like lashes this big. I like feel them on my face. Also, the lipstick, really great. I want to try their liners with this just because I think the lipstick is really pretty, and with liner it'd be really pretty too. The shade of this is Bliss, so check that out if you like the shade here. The translucent perfect finishing pressed powder. I don't own like a pressed translucent powder, so I definitely will use this in the future. I didn't get to use it today, but I think that it would be a good thing to have on hand. Alright guys, I think that's it. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun doing this. Dollar makeup is so much fun. I think that I got a really good look for $1 of all these products. Literally this whole face probably cost me like 20 something bucks. I really like the majority of the products that I used. The only thing that really disappointed me was the concealer. I'm happy that I tried this brand. So leave a comment down below if there's any other full faces you want to see in the future. I did do a full face of Profusion and Believe Beauty, so everything that's like really inexpensive. So if there's any other ones that I don't know about personally, definitely leave them in the comments below. I hope that you guys have a good week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.